Let's go back to D.C. right now. Obviously, on his first day on the job, President Trump signed an executive order. The U.S. government only recognizing two genders, male, female. They're unchangeable. If elected as prime minister, is that something that you're going to kind of walk in line with, or what are your feelings on that executive order?
Well, I don't know. Do you have any?
Clinton Jaws, subscribe to this channel. It's the only thing I care about. Let's be friends. Oh man, Pierre Poilievre today. Just watched this about an hour ago. He gets asked the gender question. Are you getting sick and tired of this? For too long now. Way too long. We have been trying to convince our kids that there's more than one. They're being taught this inside schools. Doesn't matter what your age is. Children. We're talking about children. I'm supposed to go along with my daughter who's in grade 6 if she comes up to me one day, tells me that she feels like a boy. Oh, honey, let's go to the hospital. Let's go to the doctor. Let's get some medications to change that. You might regret it one day. You might not. But let's go ahead and take that chance. Well, goofy world we have been living in the past 5 years. What, you feel like a fuzzy? Well, then you're a fuzzy. This is how we're going to set this up. A couple days ago at Trump's inauguration, Trump does a speech, and he talks about gender. This is what he says.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
Makes sense to me.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Ridiculous. It's amazing what we have done. And then today, Poilievre, he gets asked this question. I love it when Pierre answers questions this way. It's a smart way to do it. It's a good tactic. You ask the question. By doing this, he makes them answer it for him. It's genius. It's a genius way to do it. Because you're answering it perfectly. It's not his fault that they look stupid when they try to answer it. It just proves his point. If I had a dime for every gender, I'd have 20 cents. Rob Snyder.
Let's go back to D.C. right now. Obviously, on his first day on the job, President Trump signed an executive order. The U.S. government only recognizing two genders, male, female. They're unchangeable. If elected as prime minister, is that something that you're going to kind of walk in line with, or what are your feelings on that executive order?
Well, I don't know. Do you have any other genders that you'd like to name?
Me personally?
Yes.
I'm just asking more so if you're in line with what he is saying. Do you agree with what he's saying? Is that something that you would be lockstep with if elected as prime minister?
Well, I'm not aware of any other genders than men and women. I mean, if you have any other that you want me to consider, you're welcome to tell me right now.
Well, there's personally, I am a man. I am as people who say cis man. There are people there who, they say they're gender neutral. Well, you are a man, yes. There are people there who say they're gender neutral. Yeah, they say they're gender neutral. They're a trans person. Is that something that you would recognize here? Whereas in the States, at least with their U.S. government, the way they're seeing it, there's only two.
I'm only aware of two, but if you come up with another list, then you're welcome to do that. But I'm aware of two. And as far as I'm concerned, we should have a government that just minds its own damn business and leaves people alone to make their own personal decisions. That's the kind of government I'm going to run.
And with that, the current government, they currently have passports that allow people to put on, gender neutral on their passport. Advocate groups want the government, mind you, the outgoing government, to ask the U.S., would the U.S. recognize these passports, obviously on their way out, if you are the next prime minister? Is that something that you would advocate for?
I have to be honest. Yeah. I have to be honest with you. I just saw your segment on homeless encampments that are popping up all over Toronto. We've got 25% of our population in poverty. Housing costs have doubled. Crime is rampaging through our streets. I just find it to be a strange priority to spend time talking about this. My priority is to give people back control of their lives, bring back Canada's promise, that anyone who works hard gets a powerful paycheck and pension that buys affordable food, gas, and homes in safe neighborhoods. That's the promise we need for Canadians. If Liberals want to talk about different labels that, for gender that they want to put on passports in the United States, they can do that. I'm going to talk about the things that will bring home Canada's promise.
Canada's not
okay. And okay, you know what? Let's talk about housing, because I'm not,
but just not
upper
ready.
Middle class.
Man, I'd be scared to ask that guy a question. Canada's not ready for this, and he got away from it because he knows that Canada's not. What are you going to do with the passports? People got this on their passports. What are you going to? You aren't ready for the answer, and that's the way it is right now. In America, they're changing the way things have been done, getting back to normal. I mean, we couldn't answer the question, what is a woman? For how many years now? People actually have trouble with answering that. What's a woman? They won't answer it. They can't answer it. They don't know what the definition of a woman is now. And if you try to define it, you're wrong. How do you get somebody to define woman? You do how Pierre Poilievre just did it. You go about it this way. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to show you this kid making a girl tell you that what are you talking? There is differences between men and women, and accidentally defines what a woman is by interviewing her this way.
Gorgeous, tell us about all these
Why are you looking down? Look up.
beautiful trans women out here. Tell us about your transition, how it went.
Can I hold this, please?
No.
So I have a question for you. Why are you asking me those questions?
What
What are you doing?
We're interviewing people at Pride.
Okay.
Like we're interviewing like trans women and stuff like that.
I'm not a trans woman. I'm a.
Oh no, we're fully supportive. Fully supportive. Yeah. So we just want to like talk about like the transitions, like the various challenges we've had.
I am not offended or nothing like that.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
So ask me a better question.
Do you want to talk about sort of transitioning or anything like that, or like what people can?
I never transitioned because I was born a woman.
No, of course you're a woman. Of course.
I was born a woman.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm not here challenging that at all. We're like out here. The whole thing is like being proud and it's like supporting.
Trans woman any less of a woman?
No, you are a woman. That's what I'm saying.
No. Does it make a trans woman any less of a woman?
No, you are 100% a woman.
Is a trans woman any less?
No, 100%.
No
all
difference.
Women are women. Trans women, all women, and like I think you are as much of a woman as any other.
What's your opinion on trans women?
I support them and I love them.
Okay.
Like that's why we're interviewing them. We're showcasing them. Like
Well, you haven't interviewed one yet because I'm not a trans woman.
Okay. Is there another definition that people like to use, or am I don't mean to be.
I was born a woman. I was born with female genitals.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I got it. Sorry, I got it.
Misconstrued.
Yeah. I thought I got confused because I didn't.
You thought I was a man when I was born. You thought I was born with male genitals?
I thought you were. No, I think that
what did you think?
trans women are real women.
They are.
Yeah.
But what did you think I was born with?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't mean that, but
You
is that?
seem a little confused.
What's that?